Welcome to all. So today we will learn about a tuple. So tuple is a immutable sequence data type here. So earlier in last lecture we learned about a list. So list is a mutable sequence data type and it is a immutable sequence data type. So immutable means we can't modify, we can't delete, we can't edit the data here. Okay. So how we can declare a tuple here? So like in list, what we are doing here, like suppose if I'm declaring any list, so let's say where, and let's say where I want to declare where is a list is equal to, if I'm using a rectangular braces, it means I'm declaring a empty list. So what I'm doing here, I'm declaring a empty list variable. That's what I'm doing. So let me execute it here and let me check it here. I need to use a type command to check the here data type here. So like now let's check it. So now it's returning me a list here. Okay. So same things. If I need to declare as an empty a tuple, so how we can do it here? So where let's say it is for I'm defining for a tuple. So I need to use a circular braces. The difference is circular and rectangular. So circular means I'm declaring a empty variable for tuple. Okay. So, okay, now let's check it here. So using a type methods, we can check it. Okay. So we can check the data type here. So tuple. Okay. So tuple and let me execute it here. Now you can see tuple or either another way which we have learned here. So if you want to declare both again, like a this is the one method and second method what we had learned in a list, like list and this is second methods. So I'm making a second and you can use a list. Okay, so like that we can also declare a empty list variable. So empty list variable, we can declare it here. And if you want to print it, right now I'm trying to print here where list here. Let me try to print. Now I can see it is returning me a rectangular braces. And let's do with the same things with a tuple. So tuple, this is a second method. We are learning the second. This is we need to use a tuple here. And same as like, so here also in the this is a second method. So declare to declare the empty variable. Okay, empty tuple variable. Okay, empty variable, we are declaring it here. So let me execute it here, and if you want to print it here, so let me try to print now. Okay, now I can see empty. So okay, so the what is the difference between a list and tuple? Technically is a in a list we can modify the data, but in tuple we can't modify it here. Let me produce examples. Let's say I'm making a list here like a number. Let's say num, and here I need to use a circular, and let me give it some data here. I put some numbers here. Okay, 6 here. Okay, so these are the numbers here, and I want to print it a num. Okay, so it's able to print, but you are not able to see any difference here. But let's check is the type. Let's check the data type here. So I number. So let me give it here, and now it is a tuple here. Okay. So this method, let's see how many methods are available. We have only two methods. It's very small, only count and index. Okay. So indexing is the same that we had learned into a list. Suppose I need a number. Let's say I want a number from 1 to 3, right? 1 to 3. So these are the numbers. So it's very because it is starting from a 0. So I will take a empty, and up to 3, it means I need to give a 4. So here, sorry, I'm using index. sorry. So here number, same things we need to array, we need to do a array. So let me execute it here now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of a numbering, let me take it some other. Let's take on me some languages here. So I'm using a language variable here and is equal to. So I want to put it here a Python, and let me put a uh, Ruby, and let me put into a Perl. Okay, so these some languages we let me add more, so we will get a good result here. Golang, and Go is a language, and uh, let's C and C plus plus. So these are some programming languages we have, and let me execute it here. So so same things is if you want to do indexing here. So indexing, how we are doing indexing, same as a list here. Suppose I want to print only Ruby or Perl only. So Ruby index is a here. So we already know, so it is starting from a 0, right? Python. So let me, okay. So now here it is a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I'm going is a negative, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -6. So here left to right indexing and right to left indexing. Okay, that is what we have learned earlier. So right now, if I need to print a Ruby and Perl, so Ruby is a line number. If I'm follow the left to right, so I need to use a 1 and colon, and Perl is a 2. So it means if I take a 3, then n-1 will be applied. So it means I will take a 3. Then Ruby Perl comes in the pictures. So now you can see I'm able to here Ruby Perl. Okay, and same, one more example I'm producing with the right to left. Suppose I need a Perl, Go, and C. So Perl is a line number. If I say -1, -2, -3, -4, right, -4. So I will use it here, a -4 colon. Let's say if I want to up to and, so I need to use it like that, and I can here. So you can see Perl, Go, C, C++. So same things that we had learned in a list. We have two methods here. If you see lang and var dot, I can say count or index here. Okay, so count means it will count how many that word. Let's say I want count here Go only, so it will be return me 1 because Go is a one time. Same, it is the same as like we learned into a list. And let's say I need to declare a one more list because here append is not there like earlier. So if we are using it where we need a constant values, like in your if you are doing some stuff related to DB and like admin, always it never change, right? We need a constant some part. So like that we need it in the constant, which never we don't want to change it actually. Let's make a new like a where I will make it a second here, and here let me make a Go one more time. Okay, one more time here, and I added it here, and if I used it, I want to run it here again, count, so it will return me a okay, where 1, so I need to update it at 2 because I'm using a 2. So it returned correct one. Now it is a 2 time. Okay, and now let's check the index here. So you can check the index, same like how you are checking the index in your string and in your list, same things. So let's say you want to know what is the index number of a C, for example. So if I'm using a 4, it's showing me a 4. Correct. If you want to cross check it, is it really 4? So I need to use this one here and just use a 4 only. And it's printing a C.